week, baby. Welcome to Rowdy Man Media, baby. And I'm back with another one. Hey, it is game week, man. We are here. Let's talk about it, family. Let's talk about it. Game week is here, man. Oh my gosh, game week is here. I can't be. What some exciting time it is, man. Game week's here. Man, what are we looking forward to? Hey, Miss Jennifer, it is game week. We are here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we are here. Man, looking forward to, what this week got in store for us, man. We got a big week in store. 3 more days of practicing in Colorado before the Buffs head to Texas on Thursday. And they're gonna be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then they'll be back. Oh my gosh, man, I am ready. Oh my gosh. We are here, family. We are here. Man, we are here. It's time, man. Ready to see this high-powered offense get rolling. Ready to see our defense be able to make plays. Oh, yeah, I seen that, Zion. I seen that. Sure, she got us on that list, man, talking down on Bentley. Hey, man, listen, man. Like I said, man, Bentley got to prove it, man. At the end of the day, he got to prove it. I'm not upset. I'm not mad or anything like that. Time gonna tell, man. 6 days away. Time gonna tell. Hey, Miss Patricia, time is going to tell. All right, it's gonna tell. We are here. All right, all the speculation and this and that, man. Listen, we are here. You gonna find out what the truth is. You gonna find out who's who and who ain't who. Who gonna show up or who not. When them lights come on, who gonna play ball? We gonna find out. So that's all I can say to you in that situation, man. We here. All right? You ain't no hiding from nobody. We are here. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, what happened to that walk-on wide receiver who came from LSU? Cheryl brought it up in the mention. He's not there. He just couldn't cut it, man. He ain't there. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn, I hate I won't be in the city for TCU versus CU. Yeah, that 21. Hey, listen, man. For that 21 point, oh yeah, you go ahead and collect that, Lawrence. Do what you do, baby. Go ahead and collect that. Hey, man. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be a 21-point spread negative. I can tell you that much. So, hey, get that. Man, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit in Texas, but best believe, man. Come Thursday, you will see the Buffs. You'll see them on the show. Hey, man, listen. Hey, I just kept it real, man. It wasn't nothing I lied about. Hey, listen, man. With Juju Mitchell coming in, somebody got to lose playing time. I don't see it being DeMar Kennedy. That's all I said. Bentley. Hey, you that guy. I didn't say he wasn't gonna play. I did say he was gonna play, but he gotta prove it. We're gonna find out this weekend. He gotta prove it. He's all in the well off video talking real bold. Boy, can't cut it him when the pass came on. Hey, listen. I just see misassignments, man. That's all. I see a bunch of MAs, man. We just gotta get it fixed, man. Things will be right, man. We good. Hey, Tremaine, if you're in the building, just email me at you could just email me. Tremaine, if you're in the building, just email me and then contact. I will put my number out, but I don't want nobody picking up on my live and calling me and spam calling me and stuff. But Tremaine, if you're in the building, just email me. I'll put my email in. After I get off live, I'll put it in the comments so you can just email me to contact me, Tremaine, if you're in the comment section. I know you asked me how to contact, but you can email me because I know you don't have social media. So, what up, Trey? Hey, we here, family. Hey, listen. For all the naysayers, for all the media, hey, listen. Y'all seen what Coach Prime did on Fox last night? Hey, he already told you. They already gave you a little sneak peek of the unis, right? Now what the helmet's gonna be, because we know we wearing the white with that bright gold popping out. The gold is the numbers. They're gonna have the gold numbers, right? All white pants, the white gloves with the gold in there. The people that's wearing prime shoes, it's gonna be the white and black. Now the question is, which helmet do y'all think they're gonna wear? Will it be the white helmet? Will it be a gold helmet? Will it be a black helmet? Like, what helmet you think they're going to wear? Because that's the only thing you didn't see. But you did see we coming out in white, as I predicted. But the numbers, the difference in the numbers is they're not black this year. They're gold. So we going to see. He's breezing through, bro. Oh, man. Listen, man. Zion, man. Just let it show, man. Let it prove itself, baby. Let it prove itself. You ain't got to say that. I think I got it between the black and the gold, but I can see it's going with the black. But if you pay attention, some people are wearing new helmets and some people are not. So the new black helmets is black with the white stripe. So some people are wearing the new helmets and some people are not at practice. So you've been getting a little glimpse of everything. Hey, Miss Ryan. Don't be surprised if CU has home field advantage versus TCU. Iron sharpens iron. I expect Benny to step up. Listen, Benny has no choice, but he's got to prove it. That's just what it is. Saturday, he has to prove it. All right? Hey, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to go out there and prove it. Hey, Miss Dolores, this is your opportunity to go prove it. Let's see. And 4 of the players are wearing prime. Oh, yeah, only 4 players are wearing it. If y'all don't know what those 4 players is, it's Travis, Shedeur, Shiloh, and Cormani. Them the only 4 players that's wearing Coach Prime shoe. Next year, all skilled players will be wearing the Prime shoe, but this year, only 4 players are going to wear the Prime shoe. So, if you don't know who those 4 players is, you ain't been paying attention. Those are the 4. Coach Prime gave everyone a glimpse with the new uniforms on the floor. He did. He did that on purpose. He ain't show you, but he showed you. You know what I'm saying? People like, well, Bucky didn't edit that out. It's all done for a purpose. If Coach Prime didn't want you to see it, you wouldn't have seen it. He would have cropped the picture. He wouldn't have just posted his daughter on his Instagram story and just did that. He did it for a reason because he just wanted to give you a little glimpse. Now, when they put it all together, then that's, it's going to be game time. But just know. Zion, I thought the team was all rocking the Prime cleats. They are not. It's only 4 people. Only 4 people this year. Next year, the entire skills group will be wearing the Prime shoe. Only 4. Coach Prime only put 4 people. That's all he wanted was 4 people. And he only wanted just dogs, right? He only wanted the 4 dogs that he believed was dogs to wear the Prime shoe. He didn't want everybody rocking it. But next year, the entire skills unit will be wearing Primes. Rob, I just want to tell you that you are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Miss Dolores. I really do. To be quite frank, right, with you bringing back your shoe, would you want everybody wearing your shoe? Especially if everybody and put the work in that you want them to put the work in? That's kind of where I got out when Coach Prime said only 4 people was rocking the shoe. I looked at it from a different point of view of like, man, everybody ain't earned the reason to wear his shoe, right? Next year, if you don't prove yourself this year, because, does Cormani start? Hey, do you want the real or do you want me to just tell you what it is? If you want the real, I don't got Cormani starting. I got Cooper starting. Cormani's going to play a lot. That's me. But if you want me just, Cormani, Cooper, and Travis could start, right? Depth chart has not been released yet. I said it's going to get released tomorrow. We going to see. They might give us something today. But I feel like there is a reason why he got Cormani wearing the shoe, right? But let Coach Prime explain that. Rob, what is the schedule for the team this week? So they're going to be practicing today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday, they're going to be getting to Texas. They're going to go through walkthroughs on Friday. Saturday is game day. That's what it's going to be. If Cooper can keep holding, Cormani's going to start. Cooper's going to start. Cooper and Travis is going to start. It's gonna be a question of do they start Kamani with them? Because one thing about Travis can play in the slot or he can play on the outside. So trust and believe, Kamani's gonna play a lot. If you don't think Kamani's gonna play, you're a fool. Kamani's gonna play a lot. Whether he start or not, it really don't matter, man. It really don't. It really don't. Like who start, who don't start, who's making impact plays, who's holding down the fort. That's all the thing that's gonna matter. All right. Whether he starts or not, it's really not gonna be a big deal. It's who, because you could start and get yanked out first play. That's just the truth of the matter. What up, countdown? I think others on the team have earned the right to wear those shoes over Kamani, like Jimmy Weaver. I don't understand why. I don't understand why Jimmy's not wearing the shoes. That one I don't understand, because I do agree with Jimmy and Weaver, earning it. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's Coach Prime's decision. It's his shoe, right? It's his signature shoe. But I do agree with that point. I do think there should be more than four players wearing it, because I do think there's four people. There's more than four people that put the work in. Kamani, we don't know, right? That's just what it is, right? So we gonna see. I just know who the four people are. I do agree there should be more players wearing Coach Prime's shoe, but we gonna see. You never know. He might give it out to two or three more people come game day. But as of right now, only four people are expected to wear Coach Prime's shoe. He's trying to keep Kamani close. Nah, no matter what happened, Kamani was always set to come to Colorado, and I think a lot of people don't know that. But when Coach Prime was at JSU, Kamani was gonna go with Coach Prime over going to Miami. But a lot of people don't know that, but shh, keep that on the hush. You're not supposed to know that. But I already knew. So it wasn't a surprise to me when he flipped to Colorado. Hey, listen. Y'all know me, family. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. I'm just gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't, man. I ain't hiding out on the information on why Kamani wearing the cleats, honestly. But I just feel like he was always gonna be one of the players that was gonna rock it for Coach Prime. But in the reality, you know what I'm saying? We don't know, right? I just let the depth chart speak for itself. Whether they release the depth chart to the public is going to be a good question. I don't think they will. I think they'll wait till Saturday to release the depth chart, just because once Saturday comes, it's already going to be public knowledge. They can't hide it from on Saturday. Hey, Rob, I've been watching CL3, and he ain't looking good at corner. But that's my listen. CL3 wants to play wide receiver. He want to play both sides of the ball. But we gonna see about that. Hey, Zion, all I'm telling you is when it comes to CL3, just wait till December. That's all I'm gonna say. Just wait till December, because you gonna see something happen. And hey, things are gonna change. But I don't really take it's hard, like with high school football and recruits, because they don't have to go 100% all the time. So like you really can't really get a good judgment off of them, because most of the time when they get to their senior year, if they already picked their college or already know where they're going, Lawrence, I got you, Lawrence. Hold on. If they already know where they're going, they don't really put it all in their senior year. Sometimes, they give you half every because they already know where they're gonna go. They already got everything sealed up. So a lot of times you see, greatness they freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then they senior year, it just be mediocre because they did everything they need to do. Rob, you would hit on private. I see you are stalling out. Hey, listen, I will tell you right now, Lawrence, this is one thing. If I let some Jews out or some things that, shouldn't be released onto the public, you know how many videos I got set on private right now that ain't been released to the public that I didn't let some stuff out on? There are some videos. So not all my lives go public. I don't make all of them public. So I do got some videos that I do got that's set on private for a reason. So it ain't be like hiding information, anything like that. It's just some information that I know I'm not supposed to release to you guys. So some things I will make private, so you won't be able to see it. I don't never delete none of my lives or anything like that. I'll set them to private. So there's information that's been said in some lives that been released that you guys, if you ain't watching it, yeah, you just missed the info. That's all I can tell you. But when I make the videos private, when I do start my membership, those videos will always be available for the members, but not for everybody. So that's all I'm gonna say about that, Lawrence. But I do know some stuff. I do know some stuff. I just may not say it, but I do know some stuff. What up, All Love, baby? It is game week. We are here, man. What are you guys most excited for, right? I know what I'm excited for, but I just want to know what you guys are excited for. What are you guys excited for? What up, Marcus? When will the new offensive line play for CU? I mean, he's practicing, but as far as like game reps, I say about 2 or 3 games. You'll see him. Probably about Oregon and USC, you'll see him a lot more. But like, I don't really expect the new offensive lineman Jeremiah to play a lot. If he does play Saturday, I don't expect him to play a lot. If he plays a lot, it's because we sustained an injury or something bad happened. So we don't want that. Let him build himself up. Let him work himself into, game reps, things like that. But I expect that to happen, 2 or 3, 4 games down the road, not now. Let's go, Buffs. It's time. It is definitely time. The time is now. We are here. If you're not excited about game week, I don't know what else to get excited for, because we are here, family. We here, baby. We are here. The betting odds for that game is crazy. Countdown. It's crazy right now. But I'm telling you right now, as we get closer to game day, watch how them odds change. They're going to change tremendously. So if you're a betting person, you want to get your money, I'm telling you right now, go ahead and get your money right now. Because when we get close to game day, and on game day, them odds are going to change. That's all I'm going to say on that. Zion, I get it, but I think Prime has a reason. I would like to know. I do think Cormani is a dog and prove Prime right to bless him with the cleats, but you can't tell me Dylan Jimmy isn't deserving. All right. What I would say to you, Lawrence, I'm going to respond to your comments to Zion. This is what I would say to you. There's deals in place behind the scenes on certain things. That's my response to you. Old school, what's up? Game week, baby, we here. But to your question, right? The reason why some players like Travis Hunter was always going to rock him, they got something behind the scenes set up with Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? There are some NIL deals set up behind the scenes. It's a marketing thing. It's a marketing thing. That's all. It's just a marketing thing, just to show some love, just show some recognition. That's all, baby. Greetings from Russia. Good health to you and yours, loved ones. All to the best. Salute to you. Appreciate that. Coming all the way from Russia. What up, Z? Say no more, Rob. Hey, listen. NIL is NIL. That's all I'm going to say. NIL is NIL. What Coach Prime say? If you're going to have an NIL deal, you got to, some way, somehow, you got to be on a commercial, magazine. You got to be showing some type of product, right? So what product could you be showing other than Coach Prime's shoes? Do you have a Nike deal on the way? We gonna find out. But all I'm gonna say, some NIL is something got to do with something. Why don't you see Travis, Shedeur, Shiloh on interviews? It's got to do with NIL. If you ain't paying, they ain't talking. That's all. I ain't gonna let everything out, but I got to tell you, NIL got something to play with it. These Fox noon kickoff promos are off the chain. The Prime effect. Hey, listen. The promos are off, or the promos are at a whole other level, right? You heard what Coach Prime did. He got the reporters doing the NFL game telling you what uniforms we going to wear. Just putting stuff out there. If you wasn't watching the game, you didn't get it, right? But if you was watching the game, you heard what the reporter said. They already leaked our old uniforms we wearing, what we doing, how we doing things. It is what it is. Definitely NIL and Robin, man, you took the words right out of my mouth. Listen, all I'm saying is, if it ain't NIL, hey, but I do agree with Lawrence, right? In a sense that there should be more than 4 players wearing Coach Prime shoes. There should be. They shouldn't be just stuck to 4. But at the end of the day, Coach Prime is the one who makes it happen. But it's something behind why he chose 4. All right, it just is. TCU comes into the game as 21-point favorite against Colorado. So just think about that, right? Let's talk about it. Countdown. Think about it. They came in as a 21-point favorite, right? You know how much pressure is on TCU that they got to win by 21 points? You know how many people placed a bet for Colorado to lose by 21 points? Hey, it is hard to cover a 21-point spread. That is hard. And you're talking about 2 P5 schools at that. We ain't talking about like a P5 versus an FCS. All right, you might have me there. But a Power 5 versus a Power 5, 21-point spread, which honestly is 21.5, which is 22 points. It's football time, y'all talking about cleats. I mean, y'all thinking about cleats. I'm not thinking about cleats. It was just brought up, so we talk about it, man. When you on my channel, if you whatever what y'all talk about in the chat, we bring it to life. We talk about it. We here to bring the media to you, baby. But back to the 21-point spread, right? So they telling you that TCU has to win by 22 points. Do you know how hard it is to cover 22 points? P5 versus P5. Hey, if you're not a betting, I'm not advocating for you to bet or anything like that. But 22 points in a football game, that's a lot of freaking points. So you're telling me that they got to score 3 touchdowns plus a 2-point conversion. Good luck on that. I haven't seen no team. You got to prove to me that a team that Coach Prime is coaching is going to lose by 22 points. Because I ain't seen it yet. So you got to prove to me that a Coach Prime team finna lose by 22 points. You got to show me that. You got to show me that because I ain't seen it yet. But we talking about 22 points. 22 points. But outside of the cleats, outside of the uniform, what are you guys most excited for, right? What are you guys? That's what the talk of it right now. What are you guys most excited for? Who are you expecting to play, make big plays, things like that? That's what we talking about, family. That's what we here for. Because this is game week. We talking nothing but about TCU and Colorado this week. We ain't talking about no other teams looking down the road. We focus on TCU and Colorado this week. How I'm looking at it, our offensive line is going to hold up. They're going to play tremendously well. They're going to hold up. So I don't want to hear this, our offensive line, this, our offensive line, that. Our offensive line is going to hold up. Our defensive line, my biggest thing with them is just being consistent. Being consistent. As long as they're being consistent, we're good. What's the plus or minus on target penalties this game for... Hey, Jay, I'm glad you brought that up because I had a conversation with somebody offline, right? I had a conversation about it. And I said, I expect for them to throw 2 targeting penalties against CU. I literally had an offline conversation with somebody about the targeting, right? Because when I was thinking about, like, you know, if you think about the narrative and they trying to keep the money right and they trying to do certain things, what could be one of the ways that they can slow Colorado down is targeting penalties. So I said 2. The first Celebration Bowl, he lost by 22. Can't remember what the score was. It might have been 22. But I don't think TCU doing that. And the reason why I don't think TCU doing that is because in reality, TCU have the same issues that we have. But nobody wants to bring up that factor. Like, let's be real. Like, this is the coordinator's first time coaching the game with this quarterback, right? And it's Sean Lewis' first time coaching. So give me 1 second. My bad, family. Sorry about that. But I forgot what I was talking about. This is what I think TCU will attempt to do: zone out and keep everything in front of on the defense. The problem that Shedeur will pick them apart. Yes, I do agree with that, Lawrence. I do see them doing a lot of zone. I don't see them playing a lot of man. And at 3-3-5, I see them playing a lot of zone. What they attempted to do against Georgia. So I see that happening. I would touch base, but we talking about TCU. I'm not focused on USC. We talking exactly about just TCU. They gonna get after Shiloh. Explain that, Jay. You gotta explain that. What up, Ronald? What up, Rob? Just got on your channel. This is Rico Boots. We coming. The Doncast offensive line will hold up against the defensive line. It's our defensive line. I'm hoping that can use the spread against their offense. Yeah, that's what I said. So when it comes down to like our offensive line, I think that they're going to hold up. Our defensive line is where I just want us to be consistent, right? Just be consistent. And as long as they be consistent, we're good. Offensive line will definitely hold up. Remember, Kent State went toe-to-toe with Georgia's defensive line last year. It's going to come down to the trenches. When we look at everything, it's going to come down to the trenches. So you can't even – I'm not even focusing on it. It's going to come down to the trenches. That's how I look at it. That first Celebration Bowl was in Coach Prime's team, and that team Rob, what's the chances of players wearing Coach Prime's shoes with all of them being starters? Only 4 players are wearing the shoes. Old school. Only 4 players are wearing. The skilled players will all be wearing them the following year, but only 4 players are wearing them. So it is what it is. Doug Will, what's up? What up, bro? Wait, wasn't Coach Prime in the hospital that game? Doing the Celebration Bowl? No, he wasn't in the hospital. He wasn't in the hospital. I'm so ready. I want to see every minute of it, from the run to the end of the game. Don't miss it all. Honestly, like, it's so many things that we could be excited for, like, from this game, right? We already know what the uniform is gonna look like. If you haven't seen a sneak peek, right? We're wearing white uniforms. The numbers are gold this year instead of black. They went gold. Coach Prime, like, he liked to put on that show. He liked to be seen. He liked to put everything out there. So we good. TCU better be able to stop the CU run game. Honestly, Zion, we're going to blitz a lot. We're going to blitz a lot. Only thing is Our defensive line has to be consistent to keep the offensive line off our linebackers. If they keep our linebackers clean, we're gonna make a lot of plays on the run game. And the best thing you can do, as long as we stop the run, I'm not worried about us in the passing game because our line can get there to make plays where our DBs can hold up. Only thing that we got to be is consistent on the defensive line because the defensive line, right, that controls the DBs. The DBs control the defensive line. So it's kind of like in reverse order, right? And passing situations, you know, the defensive line is the key. In run situations, the DB is the key, right? Because the DB's got to come up and make plays, make hits, things like that. But if they can keep our linebackers clean, where you allow DeMar Kennedy to make plays, we allow Bentley to make plays, we like Ham to make plays, you know, and you allow Juju to make plays, we'll be fine. And Jeremiah Brown, right? We got 5 linebacker rotation where any one of them can go make plays, but our defensive line has to hold up for them to go be able to make plays. You were talking about targeting penalty. Hey, listen, but you're not prepared. Like, you gotta think about it, right? You can't prepare for everything, right? If somebody get a targeting penalty, get thrown out of the game, that's a person that's gone. And the reason why I was having this conversation about targeting penalties, right? It was like, because you got to think about it, it's money being played on this game, right? NCAA are not fools. It's a 21-point spread. If the NCAA didn't want it a 21-point spread, like they're looking at if you think about things that can go wrong and what they can try to do to try to preserve like money and stuff like that for people not to win, they can change the landscape of the game. Just think about the Georgia versus Ohio State, right? What changed that game last year in the playoffs? Because TCU won, right? What changed that game? What changed that game was a penalty that knocked out Harrison. That's what changed the game, right? Marvin Harrison Jr. could have came back into the game. NCAA forced him to stay out of that game because if he was in that game, Ohio State wins that game. That's just being real. Ohio State wins that game. So the NCAA and the refs can control what happens and how this game play out a little bit. They can call penalties. That's what I want you to realize is like, yes, we can win, but they can stop us from winning by doing any and everything. One of the ways they can do that is by a targeting penalty. And it could be like, you just got to be, you can't prepare for everything. But if it was something that you could talk about, hey, targeting penalties could play a part. Alto and Smoke needs to start cooking early and often. Listen, our offense is going to be flowing. Alto, I say he's going to have at least 60 yards plus. At least 60 yards or plus because we're going to be rotating our backs in. We're going at least 3 running backs are going to play. At least 3 of them, right? Dylan Edwards is going to play. Alto, and then it's going to come down to Savion Wilkinson and the Smoke. Between those two, who's going to be that third person? The ref knows how hard, knows Shiloh hits hard, and that targeting penalty, if they get one, it's going to be him. Listen, man, you never know what they going to do. You never know. And that's the thing about it. Like, anything is possible. You can't put nothing against these refs. You don't know who's paying these refs. If they're affiliated to one of these teams, you don't know that. It's all speculation. It's Coach Prime first game at Colorado, so they got a point to prove too. You think they made this 21-point spread and they ain't finna try to do something about it? They ain't finna let everybody. They ain't finna let everybody win now. Cause a smart person, like 21-point spread, that's like 21.5. You gotta score 22 points. Like, everybody's gonna take the 22 points over that, right? So when you're talking about somebody taking 22, how can they control the narrative for that bet to cover? They gotta pull some type of gimmick for that to cover. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to get into it that much, but that's what I'm saying. TCU line is very young and inexperienced. They defensive line is pretty solid. It's pretty solid. They could be inexperienced, but it's pretty solid, right? So the game is going to be won off of the quarterback play. who can make the less plays? I mean, who can make the most plays? Sorry, not the less. Who can make the most plays but make less turnovers? Right? That's what it's going to come down to. The game is going to be won by quarterback play. The trenches is definitely going to have a part in it, but our quarterbacks are going to the quarterback play is going to be the deciding of the game. Our tight ends are weak, but we'll see. Honestly, I like our tight ends because we're not expecting a lot out of our tight ends. Our tight end room is pretty solid because we're not utilizing our tight ends like traditional offenses, right? So we're not going to be playing a lot of personnel with a lot of tight ends. Now, our tight ends will get out there. They will have to block. They will have to do certain things, but I like our tight ends. They're pretty solid. Let's say you get up 21 points. It's a blowout because the defense will tee off and we'll see them get most sacks. We just got to get up 7 to 14 points. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you think for one instant that Charles Kelly is going to sit back and just let things happen, that ain't going to happen. He is going to get after it. He is going to send blitzes. He is going to show different things that Chandler Morris have not seen. So you can try to get prepared for it, but you got to study a lot of tape on how Charles Kelly calls a game, and that's the difference. If you haven't watched Charles Kelly call a game, you're going to be in a rude awakening, right? You could turn on tape from Alabama, but he runs so many different fronts. He might come out with a 4-2-5. He might come out with a 3-3-5. He might come out with a 4-3. You never know. It's all about down distance and situations what they're going to run because they're going to play a lot of different multiple fronts. You might, at one time, you might see 4 defensive ends out there rushing the quarterback because our defensive line is so versatile. So you can see a lot of different schemes, a lot of different sets, and that's the beauty of this game is that this anticipation that we are all waiting on is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. As long as Shedeur gets 3 seconds to make a decision, I'm confident he will get the job done. Our skills players are unmatched. Honestly, he's going to get 3 seconds, but they're going to do some things with Shedeur that you probably haven't seen. You're going to see Shedeur do some rollouts. You're going to see Shedeur in the pocket, set. Like, he's going to get that ball out. I don't see a lot of pressure happening. So here's the thing. When we talk about pressure, right? Pressure from the outside is not going to bother Shedeur because Shedeur can step up in the pocket. What we do not want is pressure up the middle to his face, right? As long as we're not getting pressure up the middle to his face, we're fine. Pressure from the outside, Shedeur can step up, get around it, and make the plays. We just do not want the pocket to collapse up the middle. That's the part where we do not want. As long as we do not get that, we're fine. TCU reports are saying that in Texas, they will be wearing down the CU defense. Listen, I'm not worried about the TCU reporters at all. I'll say this. The first half of the game, I don't think the heat will be a factor. The heat will come in a factor in the second half of the game. That's where the heat is going to come into a factor. That's where who is going to, who's going to be more hydrated in that situation. Because just like we got to play, TCU got to play too. So don't think for one instance that TCU won't have players that's coming out because of cramping. So we ain't the only people that's got to face it. Y'all like TCU ain't got to play in the heat. Just because they down there don't mean they ain't going to cramp. Because if they're not going 100% at practice and they're just going 75 to 50%, they get to a game, they start going 100%, your body's going to change. Because guess what? There's factors that play in the game. That adrenaline rush, that's a factor in the game. Not hydrating their body, that's going to play a part. Because they're at home, you got to think about it like this. What if they stay up all night and they don't get the proper rest? That could cause, issues for them. So don't just think, hey, it's a problem for Colorado. It could be the same problem for them. Because one of the main issues, college players go through, They don't go to sleep before games because they're so anxious, right? If you ever played this sport, of football, before game days, a lot of players get anxious. A lot of players can't sleep. A lot of players are just up. A lot of players are playing video games to take their mind off the game, right? If you don't get the proper sleep, the proper rest, and treat your body right, that could play a lot into everything. I think that's why Coach Prime had the refs call the game tight to get the players ready. Yes, Coach Prime did that for a reason because he already, right. Coach Prime know what it is. Like, this ain't his first rodeo. Coach Prime know you're going to get 3 or 4 BS calls. It's going to happen. Like, it's just a granted. It's going to happen. If you don't think that Colorado's going to get 3 or 4 bad calls against them, you're crazy. They're going to find a way, and it's going to be something just out of the ordinary that they're going to call for no reason. It could be a big run, holding. It's like, bro, what was the holding it? No, but they gonna call it. So that's what we gotta be mindful of. We have better players and more dogs at every position except linebacker and offensive line. Our offensive line, it's not great, but with that being said, solid will not interfere with us winning the game. Chef Xavier. Our skill position is better than skill position, but it comes down to the trenches. Yes, wish Tyler Brown happy birthday. Wish Tyler Brown happy birthday if you haven't already. Hit him on social media. Wish him a happy birthday. Let him know we still support him and we appreciate him. Big LT, what it do, baby? The Big 12, also known that the conference best interest is for Colorado to win. That's facts. That is facts, right? So here's the thing, right? Big LT, here's the key thing. I'm glad you brought that up, right? Who's refereeing these games? What crew is refereeing this game? Because it's an interconference game. So the Big 12 and the Pac-12 refs may not ref this game. So that means another conference might be refing this game. That is going to play a key pivotal part in this game, because if you're getting outside refs reffing this game and they not from the Big 12 and they not from the Pac-12, you never know what calls you're going to get. Because guess what? They really don't got a horse in the race, but anything is possible. Then things could get a little fishy. The big key is special team, fielding position, field goals is major week 1. That is, yes. Keep real, Denver Sports TV, yes. I mean, Sports Talk, sorry. Yes. Sean Kelly is going to dial up on Chandler Morris. He's definitely watching a national championship. Dog, I'm telling you right now, Zaya, if you don't think Charles Kelly watched that game front to back 4, 5, 6, 7 different times already, he didn't watch that game against TCU. He understands what he needs to do. That's why I think we're going to go with 3 safeties, because he's going to look at what Georgia defense, what they did to them, how they played them, what kind of fronts they mainly used. All those things going to play a part, and that's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. Michael Harris has come on as a game buster at the tight end. According to Coach Brew, he has been performing at a high level in the scrimmages. Yes, so thing with Michael Harris is he's a former wide receiver at tight end. So he has wide receiver skill sets when it comes to route running. He could always run routes. It was just he was sitting behind so many wide receivers that he wasn't going to touch the field. So he had to move to tight end. So that's another scenario they could play. Now, TCU does have a great tight end that they flex to fullback, to tight end, to split them out to wide receiver. They do got a good tight end on TCU for sure. He's gonna be drafted. So special team needs to be real special. Now, here's one thing that I would say, right? If it's anybody that's ever watched Coach Prime teams, right? Special teams has been a key, right? When it comes to field goals. Field goals getting blocked. Field goals not living up to expectation. Because Coach Prime don't like putting a lot of starters on special teams. Will Coach Prime change that for the TCU game and put some starters out to make sure when we go out to kick field goals that they're not getting blocked? I got faith in our field goal kickers making kicks, making field goals. Is the only question is like with Mata don't miss, but if it is a miss on him, it's because it got blocked. So what our special teams look like on field goal opportunities is going to be the tremendous key right there. That's going to be the key. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hello, Rob. I'm new to your channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for your knowledge and bringing great content. Greetings from Warrens Robin, Georgia. Did you hear about the sunglasses the team will be wearing? I have not, but with Coach Prime, the way he do things and the way he market, he's a marketing genius, right? The sunglasses could be a NIL for the entire team. We don't know what's coming out of that. So you never know. You never know. We gonna see. TCU better be well conditioned and ready for that high. The thing about it, Zion, we run the same offense. To be honest with you, we run the exact same offense. But when you look at when we be practicing and you turn on and you see some of the stuff that you see from TCU, it don't really look like they be going hard. But being down south, like they got the same condition we got. So when people bring that up about the Texas Heat, y'all don't think TCU got to go through it? We playing on the same football field. They got to go through it. That's all I'm saying. If they're not hydrated and they're not well conditioned, that's gonna be a problem for TCU. And we gonna find out. The best versus the best. Right? We gonna find out. Elevation of Boulder, Colorado will prepare them for that stress on their body. It truly will. Half of the team is from the South. The heat is not a problem, but Texas heat is different. I said the same thing, Big LT. I mean, I understand why people bring it up, but for me, I don't think it's a real major issue. People don't realize it's an advantage playing in high elevation. It really is. That's why Coach Prime has been on CU with conditioning plus. A lot of the teams from the South. Yes, Coach Prime has been making them do more conditioning. Just think about it. Coach Prime last week told them, hey, the only thing you could drink is water, Gatorade, water, Gatorade, water, Gatorade. You better not be drinking anything outside of it. If you are, guess what? You more than likely you probably ain't gonna play. Test that rule out if you want to. I don't think you want to do that. But water and Gatorade. So he's already been preparing them on getting their body in preps, right? And the reason why I'm telling y'all CU is gonna get there on Thursday instead of Friday, right? Is because Coach Prime don't want that jet lag or anything to go off kilter on Friday. So why not get there day before? Be able to prep, be there Friday, practice during the time that the game is supposed to be played so you know what it is and what it ain't. And then it's game time Saturday. That's exactly how the schedule going to go. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what Coach Prime has done in the past and what he's going to do this week. That's what it's going to be. By the mid-third quarter, we're going to see if TCU defense is wear out by the up-tempo. What up, Tom? Tom Rose in the building. But I mean, you're going to find, yes, by the mid-third quarter, that's when things start to shift on who is the most conditioned. Who has the most stamina, right? The third quarter is going to test. The fourth quarter, that's money time, but the third quarter is going to test who is who, and you just got to be prepared. All right? Got to be prepared. TCU is not very good against aggressive style SEC defense. It showed against Georgia. That is true. We got Korea in the building. Shout out to Korea in the building. Countdown. What does CU has? But does CU have a SEC defense? It's not about SEC defense in the matter. It's about the style and play of Charles Kelly lining them up like an SEC defense, right? Them making adjustments, them playing the playing style of the SEC. So it's not necessarily SEC defense. It's more of the playing style of the way the SEC plays. Charles Kelly is gonna play a lot like the ACC and the SEC combined. That's what Charles Kelly is gonna look like as far as his defense go. Don't be surprised if Mikey Harris go crazy. Hey, up that scene, because listen, their safeties, outside of one of their safeties, is suspect. And they play their safeties a lot. The biggest key I've seen with them is they safeties matching up against our wide receivers. That's where they're going to have a major problem at. That's where they're going to have a major, major problem at. Countdown, they got a lot of SEC players on their defense. A lot of our players are from the SEC and the ACC, so we'll be fine. That was the only problem spring game is that they was getting blocked a lot. Yeah, that's why Coach Prime, why you think Coach Prime shut down special teams? Like, hey, man, we ain't doing no more kicks. We ain't putting none there back on tape. But that's always been an issue with any, like, I'm telling you, if you go back to watch Jackson State games and you just focus on special teams, it's always been in the kicking game when it comes to, like, field goals where they struggle at. Punt-wise, they've been solid. Coverage, like, getting down there on coverage, been solid. Kickoff returns been solid. But when it comes down to kicking field goals, the only issue has been the kicking game and making sure that they don't get the kicks blocked. If they don't get the kicks blocked, it's been money. TCU defense isn't good against passing offenses. I mean, they are in the Big 12. There's not a lot of good Big 12 teams that's good in the passing game. That's like they like high-scoring games. The Big 12 love high-scoring games. They love, like, not a lot of defense, but a little bit of defense, but a lot of high-scoring games. So you don't really see no team in the Big 12 that is pretty good in the passing game. That's just being honest. Rob, it comes down to that QB play. I've been saying that. Rob, I really think we have very, very good, very good chance of taking this game to the house. What do you think? I think we have a great chance of winning. I think we have a great chance of taking a kickoff or punt return back for a touchdown. Especially if J5 is back there. I think we got a high chance. Very high chance. They will play early in the day. Keep them boys hydrated and ready for that TC Heat. Them getting there on Thursday and being there on Friday is going to help. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's going to help, all right? The hydration part, Coach Prime is on top of it. He understands what it is, what it ain't. He's going to be on top of it. I promise you that. You're not going to – I can tell you this. You're not going to see a lot of our players with cramping issues. But, you know, I say this. You know what the smartest thing TCU did? The smartest thing TCU did was they played this game at TCU and they did not go to Dallas Cowboy Stadium. The smartest thing TCU did was keep this game at TCU and did not go to Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Could you imagine what this really would be if they was at Jerry World with Coach Prime? Do you know how different this game would be? I guarantee you they would not have a 21-point spread. I guarantee you it won't be. If this game was played at Jerry World instead of TCU, this game would be completely different at a neutral site. The best thing that TCU did was to play this game at TCU. That's the best thing they could have did. The second half will tell who put that work in all summer and fall camp. That is true. Wherever the weather is, if you play the sport, you know you have to suck it up and get the job done. That is true. That's facts. At the end of the day, both teams got to play, and we're going to find out what it is and what it ain't. Prime might be out here today on his own. Hey, Coach Prime going to have them ready. Going to have them boys ready. He going to have them boys ready. There is 4 starters that is on defense that play in the SEC. Shiloh, Slusher. TCU DBs is suspect. That's exactly what I said. Hey Rob, do you think about the team wearing sunglasses? I hope it's not when they are running onto the field. You never know with Coach Prime, man. You never know what Coach Prime got up his sleeve. I can tell you right now, you might see a celebrity come out with Colorado at TCU. One thing about Coach Prime is a marketing genius. He's going to do something out of the ordinary. He's going to do something out of the ordinary. You just don't know what it's going to be. The whole sunglasses thing, they definitely going to be wearing them when they get off the bus, walking into TCU Stadium before they get dressed. They're going to make sure you see them pull up with the sunglasses on, knowing that it's business time, walking into the stadium. I guarantee you they're going to give you that frame. I guarantee you Fox is going to give you that frame of them walking into the stadium with the sunglasses on. I can tell you that. They're going to do that. But with Coach Prime, he's a marketing genius. He's going to find a way to put the spotlight on CU. All we got to do is just take care of business. Mata kicks a lower ball than Feely. That is true. Mata does get kicks blocked, but if they are not blocked, he is pretty freaking accurate. Hey, Shedor's going to test him, but expect a lot of short passes from the get-go and get out. Don't forget about Amari McNeil, who played at Tennessee. Yes, he is in that rotation. He's going to do some things. If there was in Jerry World, that would be a CU crowd. Listen, if it was in Jerry World, I don't think TCU would have a big crowd. I think over 60 to 70% of the crowd would be for Colorado. Like, it would be for Colorado because they couldn't control the tickets, right? Even though they give them a 50-50 split, some way, somehow, the CU fans would get some of TCU's like tickets. They will find a way. But if it was at Jerry World, I'm telling you right now, the game would be completely different. You wouldn't be hearing about the weather factor, none of that. All that would be gone. It's gonna come down strictly about football. Let's talk about football. Hey, Tremaine, I'm glad that you jumped on. Did you get my email? Did you get my email? If you didn't, I'm gonna put my email in the chat for you so you can email me. Even at TCU Stadium, is going to be a lot of CU fans living in Texas. Yes, I'm not saying this. What I'm saying is, think about. I'm talking about why everybody's talking about this weather. If it's a Jerry World, the weather ain't a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird though, because it's always at least one game that's played at Jerry World that first weekend. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Who's getting at number 9, Quez or D-back? Woo! To answer your question, man, I'm still debating on that. I'm really like going back and forth of debating. There will be a number update either tomorrow or by Wednesday at the latest. There's going to be a number update because when they put on a depth chart, the numbers have to be accurate and on paper. Just know that I don't see both of them wearing number 9 due to the fact that they can't have both of them on the field at the same time they both wear number 9. So there will be, because only so many amount of players can travel, there will be a number update. There will be a number update. Not everybody's going to have a number update, but there will be certain players that have a number update. So number 9 and number 22, I can tell you right now, between Alto and Hagerson, they battled out for that 22, and Quez and D-Mac battled out for that number 9. Juju, he probably ain't going to be wearing number 90. So we going to find out all the up-to-date numbers here soon. When they update the numbers, more likely the depth chart should be out at that point in time. CU theme song hitting a little weak right now. Hey, listen, I want Coach Prime to change the theme song. I don't want them to come out to that Yin Yang's song, man. I ain't really feeling it. It ain't in my spirit. Like last year, you know, when they play my theme music, you felt it. You felt it. It's like, oh yeah, it's go time. It's go time. It's go time. You felt that rhythm. You felt that beat. You felt everything that's coming, the energy that's coming out that locker room. That Yin Yangs, I ain't really feeling it. But Coach Prime does have another theme song that he can go to. So we are going to see what that theme song going to be. I just hope it's something that we can all like, hey, That's the one. Hey, that's the one. So we gonna see. Do you think Cormani will start the first game? Miss Lisa. In my previous lives and up to now, I do not have Cormani starting. I have Cooper starting. I do have Cormani playing a lot. But with that being said, they could come out and start Cormani, Cooper, and Travis Hunter all at DB and go 2 safeties. It all depends. But I got them starting Quez as the at the Rover. I got Ward and Shiloh starting as my starting safeties. So that's my DB group. They are not stopping CU offense if our DBs limit scoring and winning the spread. Honestly, I'm not worried about our DBs. The reason why I say I'm not worried about our DBs, my more concern is our defensive line being consistent. That's where it's at for me. As long as our defensive line is being consistent, right? You see Bishop Thomas making plays in the backfield. You see D-Mac. You see JD. You see Arden Walker. You see Kyrie Mans. You see Shane Coates. As long as they making plays in the backfield, our DB's going to hold up. Our DB's going to hold up. Because one thing, if it comes down to a 50-50 ball, and I want them to put them 6'4 receivers on Travis. I want that matchup. If you put a 50-50 ball with Travis Hunter, I guarantee you that receiver ain't coming down with that ball. I guarantee you Travis is going to intercept it or it's going to be a PB. Get out of here. All right? I'm trying to tell you. I want them to match them up with Travis. Don't be surprised if you see rappers. Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, do not be surprised if you see a celebrity come out with Coach Prime. You got to realize they're super close to Dallas. Coach Prime rocks with the Dallas areas. He rocks with them. So don't be surprised. Because, listen, they're on the big stage. Their first game of the season, Coach Prime is going to do something out of ordinary. If they don't walk out CU, there's going to be celebrities in the locker room before the CU game that's going to be on the CU sideline. You can book that. I promise you can book that. That there's going to be some celebrities going to be on that sideline with CU on Saturday. You can book that. I don't see Cormani starting to the middle of the season. It's just my opinion, unless they want to throw him into the wolves. He's going to play a lot, Tremaine. Honestly, like I said, man, don't worry about who's starting because he's going to play a lot. He is going to play a lot. I wouldn't too much get focused on who's starting because at the end of the day, one thing I tell you about this, you could be starting, but if you give up a big play, I guarantee you, Coach Prime gonna pull you up out of there. That's one thing Coach Prime don't play. He don't play about those big plays. He'll let you give up, them little nickels, or 5-10 yards, but you give up a bomb, you give up a touchdown. All right, Coach Prime coming for you. He coming for you as a DB. That's one thing he don't play about. Cormani does not have to start. He will see a field time. He's going to see a field time. I don't like that theme. Listen, the Yin Yang's theme song, I'm not feeling it. I'm not rocking with it. I want them to change it, but we going to see. I know Rick Ross is a huge supporter. Yes, Rick Ross is a huge supporter of Coach Prime, but I think they're going to use Rick Ross because you got to think about it, right? Whoever comes to the TCU game is going to be completely different come Nebraska game. Because if you don't think Coach Prime finna turn up for that Nebraska game and have some heavy hitters there, and you're going to have a bunch of recruits in the building, oh, man, you crazy. I'm telling you right now, there are over 300 recruits that's going to be at the Nebraska game. There's going to be over 300 recruits at the Nebraska game. There's going to be some recruits. So be on the lookout. What number is Hank going to get? That's a good question. Cormani's going to wear number 1. That ain't going to change. Cormani's locked in at number 1. His number ain't going to change. Hank, man, that's a good question. I'm not sure on that one. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. We need Wiz Khalifa hype song Black and Yellow. I was all right. But you got to get something that, like, everybody can feel. You can get something everybody can feel, I could tell that Lou Young wasn't feeling it either. when he heard. Like when you first heard it, it don't really get you going. Uh, uh, nah, man. Hey, we need a theme song like last year where everybody rocking to it, where everybody. Like even when they play the theme song right at the spring game, you can just look at the player's face. Nobody feeling it. Nobody. But the song he had last year, everybody was rocking with it. Everybody. When you heard Give Me My Theme Music, you know what time it was. You know. Who's your week one breakout player? We don't speak about that. Mine's Seville Smalls. Actually, I've done a video, but it was like I did mine's like 2 or 3 months ago. But my my breakout player for the game before they actually started bringing up was Bishop Thomas, because I was big on Bishop Thomas as my breakout player. I go level by level for the defense, and I go level by level for the offense. So if I had to do a breakout player for the defensive line, I'm gonna go with Alden Walker, somebody that a lot of people ain't talking about. I'm gonna go with Alden Walker. Linebackers, let's see. You got him. You got DeMar Kennedy, Juju, Bentley. Ooh. I'm going with JB. I'm going with JB to make a couple breakout plays at the linebacker position. DBs. DB is a tough one. But I'm gonna stay with my boy Roger Ward. I'm gonna stay with my boy Roger Ward as a breakout player in the DBs. Stay with my boy Roger Ward. All right. Now, offense. We gonna go offensive line. I'm going to go Jack Bailey. Running back, breakout player, Dylan Edwards. Wide receiver, I'm going to go with 2 on wide receivers. I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go J5 and Weaver. Those are my 2. If Cormani started, God helped him. He's getting. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. The minute Cormani come in the game, whether he started or don't, TCU finna attack him. They gonna tackle. Now it's up to him to make plays. What I don't want to see Trevor Woods in coverage. I don't want to see that. I can tell you that for a fact. I'm rocking with the same theme music. It's about the message. I can get that. But Rick Ross does supposed to be making Coach Prime a song. Will that song be ready for the TCU game? Or will he wait until the Nebraska game to release that song? Rick Ross supposed to make a theme music for CU. Hey, if you heard, I got a good one for you. If you guys heard Country Tones Buffalo Sauce song, I would not mind them coming out to the Buffalo Sauce song. I would not mind them coming out to that. I would not mind them coming out to that at all whatsoever. I would take Country Tone song. Yeah, black and yellow. I'm not feeling that. Cormani's not playing offense. He will have a offense number 1. Hey, Cormani, like one thing about Coach Prime, he will not let you play both ways unless you have mastered your first priority. Whichever your first priority, if that's offense or defense, right? For Travis had to master him playing cornerback before he allowed him to play offense. So that's why Travis is playing both sides, is because he's proven that already to Coach Prime. Cormani has to prove that he can get the job done as a cornerback before he let him play wide receiver. I think you have to respect the number 1. Only has one person rocking it. Coach Prime ain't gonna let multiple people rock number one. I can tell you that right now. That one ain't gonna happen. He will not let multiple. Like, to be honest with you, you're actually lucky that somebody got number one. Because traditionally, Coach Prime don't let nobody rock number one unless you a dog, a certified dog that he's seen you put the work in. He don't really let people rock number one. Now, I did see Cormani has taken some serious defensive plays against. But you got, all right, so listen. With Cormani has, like, Cormani's on second team defense, all fall camp. So he had to match up against, Javon Antonio, Xavier Weaver, Travis Hunter, right? He had to match up against them because he was on the second team defense. So it's like, if he was on first team defense, he would be going against Hopkins, Miller, Dawson, those type of guys. So that's what you would see. Someone should be honest with Coach Prime about these theme songs. I think he's listening to Shedeur. I think he's going to change that theme song. I get that he keep playing it. Every time you hear this song being played on his introduction, every time he get introduced, but I think he got something in store and he's waiting to the first game to actually release the new theme song. I know Rick Ross is making the theme song. Will it be out in time? It's going to be a good question. Bishop Thomas reminds me of Warren Sapp. All I'm going to say to that, Jay, is there's a reason why Warren Sapp is getting added to the coaching staff. He's always been a part of Coach Prime coaching staff, but there's a reason why. Breakout player, JD, maybe special teams. JD's going to play on defense. You got to understand that JD he could play edge, he could play linebacker, he could play all over the field. So JD won't just be limited to special teams. But JD on special teams is a monster, though. You don't have, come on, Lawrence. Why? Why did you start with me with that? No, I do not have Trevor Woods starting. You know this. You know I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to get into Trevor Woods. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't have him starting person, but I'm not going to get into it. Because y'all already know the answer to that. The family already knows. All right. Don't understand why people are sleeping on Jack Bailey. The man doesn't give up sacks at Kent State. Hey, listen, Jack Bailey going to be a dog, man. Listen. Y'all going to see some creative things with this offensive line. Y'all going to see a lot of pulling out of this offensive line. So it's not going to be that traditional, like, hey, pass blocking, or just smash mouth. They're going to be pulling a lot. The center's going to be pulling. The guards are going to be pulling. The tackles are going to be pulling. You're going to see them do a lot of great things. So just be prepared. If anybody watched the USC game and they watched that play where, like, you have that receiver running down the line with the quarterback and running that option, don't be surprised if you see Shedeur and Jimmy Horn or Dylan running that play. Don't be surprised. I suggest that to the CU media to play Country Tone song for Rafi Run. Somebody from CU has to blow up Country Tone song for them to play it. I would love to see them play Country Tone song, but he not reaching the right people for it to get played. So if you don't do it, then hey, it's on you. Will CU become a two-way university, especially if Travis doesn't? Yes. You will see a lot of players playing two ways at Colorado. Like, that's all they're going to recruit, just athletes, just pure athletes is what they're going to recruit. They're going to recruit just pure athletes that can play both sides of the ball. I do see Coach Prime doing that a lot. The key person that everybody's watching is Travis. How many plays he going to play? Once they show that Travis can play, 60 to 80 plays both ways, hey, Travis is hard to keep off the field. But it's a generational talent because not everybody can do that. It's a generational talent thing that's meant for, to play both sides of the ball. I can't wait till Saturday so all the speculation could be put to sleep. Yes, indeed. You are right, Rob, because he has been playing that theme song since the spring game, so there's probably will be a new one. Listen, he ain't releasing everything. There are some things that he will be releasing on game day. And that's the speculation with Coach Prime that he always got you on your toes of like, man, what we gonna get, man? I'm excited. I'm like a kid in the candy shop. Like, man, I just cannot wait till Saturday get here because some things are gonna happen, right? So, telling you right now, some things are tremendously going to happen that we are not seeing. I think the theme song will get changed. I don't think they're gonna come out to the Yin Yang Twins theme song. Coach Prime is holding this one in the bag because he know if he release it early, right? He don't want to give you everything away, right? He give you glimpses. That's why when they posted that picture of the uniforms, that's the reason why it was at an angle, so you couldn't see the entire thing, but you got a little glimpse of it to get you a little tease. Coach Prime love teasing you. He don't give you the whole thing, but just be prepared. It's coming. Craig, I'm not gonna get into the Trevor Woods talk, but if y'all, family, if y'all want me to explain why I don't got Trevor Woods starting, I can happily explain it for the new viewers why I don't. But there's a reason why I don't got him starting. And these are me saying why I don't got Trevor Woods starting. What I would tell you is Trevor Woods is always in the right spot. It's a matter of if he can make plays and coverage. But if y'all want me to talk about why I don't got him starting, I'll talk about it, but I'm going to leave it alone. Warren Sapp will help recruit those 5-star defense line. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And he's going to be a huge plus. He's going to be a huge plus. The way JSU ran that up tempo is basically going to look kind of similar, yeah. Yeah, Shallow low-key is favorite. Shallow's everybody's favorite. He needs to listen to Shallow. Hey, if he listen to Shallow, he changing that theme music. If he listening to Shallow, he changing that theme music. That's for sure. I'm ready to hear what the commentators have to say after I see you play. Listen, all you gotta be the way they talk before that game, while the game going, and after the game, it's gonna be a way. You have to put some respect on CU. You're gonna have to put some respect on CU. I'm telling you that right now. You're gonna have to put some respect on CU. He's definitely listening to Shiloh about that theme song. Shador is listening to Young Dolph. Yes. If it's Shador you listening to that Dolph. Shador going like, hey, man, play that Dolph, bro. Play that Dolph. We playing Dolph. We ain't playing that Dolph. We playing that Dolph, bro. That's what Shiloh going to be on. I mean, Shador. Shador about that Dolph. Shiloh going to be Dolph. That ain't it, Dolph. That ain't it, Dolph. So be prepared. Yeah, don't be surprised. Key Glock might be in Texas. So what if you follow celebrities or things like that, if it's celebrities that's in Texas this weekend, best believe they might be at the game. They might pull up. They might pull up. The matchup is number 1 versus Travis, or number 3 putting Carmani on number 1 4-star receiver, freshman receiver. Travis is going to take whoever the best receiver is. That's who Travis is going to take. But what they might do is they might keep Travis on the left side and keep Cooper on the right side. They might just keep them to a side. They might, but what I will say, if a receiver starts to get off, best believe Travis will be following that receiver. Because they got Juju Earl. They got the transfer receiver from Oklahoma State. I can't think of his name right now. That transfer from Oklahoma State. And then I'm trying to think who their third best receiver. He's 6'4" too. But we gonna see. Here we come to get you. Dun, dun, dun. Here we come to get you. And we coming, baby. What in the heck is that Yin Yang song? Is that hey, here we come to get you. Hey. That's Coach Prime, baby. We need to let a rap for them come in. And now with them theme songs, I can hit a few bars. Hey, Trevor Trevor Woods is starting week 1. I'll bet it. Hey, keep it real. Keep it real, Denver Sports Talk. We gonna find out, man. We gonna find out. That's all I'm gonna say. My thing. So, all right. Let me just address this. So, like, people don't think I don't dislike Trevor. I just don't like Trevor Woods in coverage. That's my issue. If you telling me you gonna put Trevor in the box for run support, give me Trevor Woods all day long. Let him come down there and hit somebody. But you talking about Trevor Woods as he's the deep safety? I ain't having it. I'm sorry. I'm not having it. Some way, somehow, Trevor Woods finds a way to get turned around, or if it's time to make a play on the ball, he don't make the play, and the wide receiver come down and make the play. That's all I'm saying. Salute to you. Happy birthday. But that's all I'm saying. Hey, family, make sure, you know what I'm saying, somebody's birthday, shout out their birthdays. We got people birthdays in the chat. Salute to them. I think he's starting, but he's has 2 MAs before he stands to next. Listen, Miles Slusher is starting. At least he better. All right, so if Trevor Woods is starting and Miles Slusher is starting, y'all don't think Roger Ward is starting? Nobody think Roger Ward is starting. All right, man. Roger Ward is our best cover safety that has range. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't think Roger Ward is starting, right, I can see why people say Slusher. The reason why I don't got Slusher start is because I got Quez starting over him. I got Quez in that rover position because Quez is going to have to match up with those wide receivers. That's the reason why I don't got Slusher starting. But if y'all don't think Roger Ward is going to start, hey, all right. But it really don't matter who's starting. I'm being honest. It really don't matter at the safety position who's starting because they're going to be rotating in and they're going to be playing. Cam is going to play, but I think Cam is going to play when Shiloh's not in the game because they treat him like the quarterbacks, right? They get the calls in. So I think, in my true opinion, when Shiloh's not in the game, you're going to see Cam in the game. But we're going to see. Is Warren Sapp hired official? It is not official as of yet. LT, it's not official. What up, Mac? They already plan to see you commercials here in Atlanta on main. Hey, listen. We coming. They ain't got no choice. Hey, listen. When I told y'all that game is gonna do a million plus views, it's gonna do a million plus views. Everybody gonna be watching us. Everybody gonna be watching us. I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody's gonna be watching us. Did you hear in practice players, including Travis J, talking about how much they like him and he's a hitter? Listen, everybody likes Trevor Woods. Everybody. Trevor Woods is always in the right position. So it ain't, and that's why I don't want people to get to like the point of like, I hate Trevor Woods because I really don't. It's just I'd rather see Trevor Woods in run support in that rover position up by the line of scrimmage versus him being a deep safety. I don't want to put no money on Trevor Woods as a deep safety, especially against a passing team. No sir. If it's a running team, I'm cool. Passing team, no sir. You can't tip. Nope. Don't want to see it. He even played it during the CU kickoff luncheon. He was dancing with Peggy. I understand he played it, but you ain't gonna give everything. So why not wait till TCU to release? You know, if he's going a new theme song, he wouldn't give it to you early. He gonna give it to you at TCU because that's when it matters. That's when the real thing takes off. As much as Prime played Tupac and Snoop, he chose Yin Twins. That's what I'm saying. Play something that's gonna hit that everybody is gonna can get up to. That's all I'm saying. Everybody ain't feeling it. But you know, when Give Me My Theme Music come on this time, I guarantee you the team is gonna be prepared. They gonna know what the theme music is, and it's gonna be it's gonna be lit. Tell you that much. Trevor is a oh man, y'all is funny, man. He was a producer in the SEC to the point when he was out for 2 weeks. They talked about they can't wait until he gets back. He needs the help. Yeah, I like Slusher. I just think a lot if I think a lot of y'all are sleeping on Roger Ward. I'm tell you, Roger Ward. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, when y'all see Roger Ward out there and y'all see him popping up that, y'all see that 2-9 popping up that screen. Don't say I didn't tell y'all, family. Don't say I didn't tell you. Number 3 is 6'5". Williams returning. JP is 18. Richard 18. Juju's 11. Russell. Okay. Yep. I feel like Trevor lacks in that quickness for coverage. He's not a rangy safety, right? And that's one of the things that why I say Roger Ward is because Roger Ward can cover and he's super rangy. He can go make plays and he can go get that ball. He's a ball hawk. And that's why I love him back there as that deep safety, as the deepest safety. Mike Tyson needs to walk the team out. Man, stop it. Stop it. I'm telling y'all right now, some celebrity is going to be there. Who is going to be, we going to see, but that's going to be some celebrity. They have CU boards, Billington boards in California advertising the hell out the game week 0, which is crazy, right? They're advertising CU in California when week 0 USC was playing. That's even more crazy that they put up CU Billington board over USC playing. So, oh man, I see Shadow playing another stream video yesterday when he was playing for South Carolina. Man, Shiloh was bringing at his stick for real. He doesn't wrap up, but he really. That's one thing about like Trevor Woods and Shiloh. They bring the heat, but they do not wrap up at times, man. And we need them to wrap up. I'm not talking about Trevor Woods, Router, man. I'm talking about Slusher. Yes, I agree with you. I could definitely see Slusher starting with Shiloh. I could definitely see that. I just think people sleeping on Roger Ward, and he gonna come out to prove, and he gonna wake some eyes, man. He gonna wake some eyes. I understand what I see with my eyes and hear with my ears. That's what I understand. Listen, Cheryl, I do not disagree with your point of view on that. I do not disagree. I love your point of view on it. I love, like, one thing you can't take away is a kid with SEC background that's played in the SEC, that's been on that field, that's went through that grind the whole season. You got to find a way to get that kid on the field, especially if he transfer. But we going to see. All the speculation, we going to find out on Saturday. We are going to find out. But they all will play. Like, keep that in mind. They all will play. What up, Jonathan? I know you're not, but we'll see anything. Says yes. I'm blasting it off the SEC. I'm basing it off the SEC because the part of the coaching style plans is what they want. It's SEC talent. Yes, they want to play a lot of the SEC talent for sure. Shiloh can bring that lumber, but he needs to wrap up sometime. He needs to wrap up all the time, not sometime, all the time. Don't bring that wood and wrap up. Gillian Wallow will be there for sure. That's 100% sure. Gillian Wallow, they don't miss Coach Prime game. If that's one thing that happened, Gilly and Wallow do not miss a Coach Prime game. They gonna be there on the sideline repping that CU. They gonna be there. Now, what other celebrities gonna be there is gonna be, but you can kind of book them being there. I don't look at them as celebrities. I look at them as just family because they always been there with Coach Prime supporting them. So that's why I don't look at them as like celebrities that might pop up because they always supported them. They always have to play. They always have to play because of the hot Texas, and we need all of them to contribute. Yes, everybody like if you're going and you're a DB, I expect every DB to play. I expect Carter Stoudemire to play. I expect Cormani to play a lot. I expect Cooper to play a lot. I expect Travis to play a lot. I expect the rotation of Cam, Shiloh, um, Trevor Woods, Miles Slusher, Roger Ward, um, and Vito. Can't forget about Vito, right? I expect all six of safeties to rotate, but I do see in the rotation slimming it down and getting better once Travis J come back. Once Travis J come back, oh, we really finna see something, right? So I just can't wait. Pac-Man Jones gonna be there. We'll see. We'll see. But I actually Pac-Man might be there because he's kind of part of like the Fox family. So he might be there. Um what in what eye in the sky says that about Slusher? Dang, what are y'all talking about Slusher? Dang. When the DBs used to lay me what? When the UBs used to lay me out on the field, I remember people saying, "Oh, uh, Big LT, why you don't think Vito traveling? Why you don't think he's traveling? What? So, all right, Big LT, what DBs do you got traveling? Hey man, barbecue B Love. Hey man, I forgot about him. I forgot about him, Lawrence. I forgot about him, man. Bree Love gonna play special teams, but he gonna play. He might be out there. All right, let me stop playing around. Bree Love might. Bree Love will travel with the team. How much he gonna play? He's gonna play. Let me stop playing around, man. Barbecue Bree Love, he's gonna play. He's gonna be on. All thing when I see Bree Love name, I just think about barbecue Bree Love and Travis telling that man, "Hey, you playing special teams, bruh. You playing strictly special teams, bruh." Like that's all I can think about. But you got to take into account some of these players are going to travel because they got to play special teams. Like you can't. Somebody got to play special teams. So I think Vito can I speak? I think he's gonna play. I think Vito is going to travel. Slush is gonna kill on that field. Look. All right. Listen, we don't got that many corners that's on scholarship that's gonna travel. So that means a lot of our safeties are gonna play. That's what that means. Tell you this right now. We don't have a lot of safeties on scholarship. So our safeties have to play. They have to. How many actual corners are going to play? Like, how many corners do y'all think is actually going to travel? Trevor J and yes, Travis J and B Gang, they come for somebody's job. That's for sure. That's for dang sure. He's going to have to play. We don't got them. Listen, when you look at our DBs and who actually is healthy and who actually can play, they're gonna have to take them. You taking 6 corners? What 6 corners you taking? All right, so here, let's name out the corners. So we got Travis. So I don't count Travis as a corner right now. I'm not counting Travis as a corner. So we got Cooper. We got Kamani. You got Carter. You got Israel. And I guess Bree Love. I guess so. You can say 6. Okay. You good. You good, Big LT. You can say those 6. But I think they're gonna take 6 safeties though. I think they will take 6 safeties for sure. So I got Cam, Shiloh, Trevor, Slusher, Roger Ward, and Quez. Dang. Yeah, Vito would be the 7th person. Damn. Dang. Vito would be that 7th person. Cause you taking Cam for sure. He's one of the leaders that's on the team. You taking Shiloh. You taking Slusher. You taking Roger Ward. You taking Trevor Woods. Those 5 are guaranteed. A guaranteed lock, right? You got Quiz. That's a guaranteed lock. So that's 6 right there. Dang, that's 7th person. I think Solomon gonna play, bro. I think Solomon's gonna travel. I think Solomon is going to travel this weekend. I'm willing to take a risk on that one. I think he's gonna travel this weekend. Cause you're gonna need the depth. Like, think about it. All right. You got Travis, you got Kamani, you got Cooper, Carter, Breelove. That's your 5. You're gonna take at least 6. You're gonna take at least 6. You're gonna take at least 6 corners. Israel Solomon has to be that 6th corner. Who else you gonna take? Think logic about that. Who else are you gonna take? Yes, he's on scout team right now. I'm not saying that he's on scout team. But when you look at how many corners we actually have, you're going to have to take him. I know I didn't forget about Ben, but I don't see Ben traveling unless he's on special teams. Because then in that case, now you're looking at you taking 7 to 8 safeties. That's a lot of safeties to be taken. So you still got Ben. So like Vito and Ben, that's 7 and 8 on a safety rotation. I'd rather take, if it's me personally, I'm taking Israel Solomon over taking those 2 extra safeties. I'll take my chances with our 6 cornerbacks over bringing 7 to 8 safeties. Right? We'll take 6 safeties and we'll take 6 corners. I'm just gonna roll with that. Ben was the safety y'all seen getting cooked on well off, and y'all was blaming Trevor Woods. No. Trevor Woods was getting cooked up on, dog. Trevor Woods was getting cooked up on. He was getting cooked up on. I seen that with my own 2 eyes. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Trevor Woods getting kicked up on. I ain't gonna say every play was Trevor Woods because Ben was getting his fair share of. But Trevor Woods, he was getting some of that smoke too. But hey, Saturday cannot get here fast enough so we can put all the speculation to rest. We can find out who's what, right? We're going to find out all the answers that we need, right? We're going to find out every answer we need. I think I got to do some research because I got to see TCU, but I got to do some research to see when I think Nebraska plays Thursday or Friday. Or they might play Sunday. But I'm going to check that game out, see what they look like too. But we're going to find out. Bucky recorded Trevor and Ben, so I'm guessing they were playing. Ben's on scout team. Israel Solomon's on scout team. Robinson's on scout team. Y'all talking about all these weapons and forget about Dawson. I'll talk about Dawson. Bro, Charlie traveled last year. Come on, fam. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I believe Charlie is going to travel because he's going to get that scholarship, and they're going to announce it on either they walk through or something. I think Charlie's going to get that scholarship and he's going to travel. Hey, Charlie going to see that field. If it's special teams, if it's a blowout, Charlie going to see this. Charlie going to get, hey, they gonna do right by Charlie now. They going to do by Charlie. Mr. Charlie. Oh, Mr. Charlie. They going to do right by Charlie, man. But Otto, I think Otto, woo, man, we so stacked. We are so stacked in our running back room. You could kind of play anybody. It really don't matter. You can kind of play any of the running backs. It really don't matter. It really don't matter. Otto, Smoke, Savion, Edwards. I think all four of them are going to touch the ball on Saturday. A lot of people are sleeping on Savion. He going to get the ball more than a lot of y'all expect. He going to get the rock more than a lot of y'all expect. I'm kind of curious how many touches, though, Otto get. Dylan, so here's my thing. I don't look at Dylan as a running back, even though he's listed as a running back. I look at Dylan as an all-purpose back. Dylan's going to touch the ball. Dylan is going to they're going to put Dylan in so many opportunities in space to get the ball. You're going to see Dylan get the ball out the backfield. You're going to see him line up as a wide receiver. You're going to see him get screens. You're going to see Dylan Edwards touch the ball in so many different ways. But our running back room is so deep that a lot of things going to happen. But Savion Wilkerson, I'm telling you right now, he's going to touch that ball more than a lot of y'all expect. Smoke, he's going to get the rock, but we so deep. So we going to find out. But Charlie is a token, a.k.a. Feel Good Amazon story on his team. Hey, man. Charlie. Hey, Charlie getting that scholarship, man. I don't care what y'all talking about. Charlie getting that scholarship, dog. He getting that scholarship, dog. Rob, are you going to the meet and greet with Colin this week? I think he's going to be there Friday, meet and greet around 6:30. I'm not out, so as of right now, I'm not going to be at TCU. I'm going to see all y'all at the Nebraska game. Unless something majorly change and some blessing come my way, I am not going to the TCU game as of right now. Anything is possible. You never know. Somebody might bless me. But as of right now, I am not going to the TCU game. I will be at the Nebraska game. So I do look forward to meeting a lot of y'all that's coming to the Nebraska game. I will be there for that for sure. So Otto might get the first series to see how he can play. Yeah, I can see them. Like I really do truly think they're gonna rotate every series because I've seen them do that at Jackson State with Coach Prime. I've seen them rotate running backs every series. Like one series, one running back, especially at the beginning of the season, they normally go with 3 running backs during the early part of the season. As they get to the middle of the season, they get their rotation down to 2. Coach Fleet has always been known to do that. Beginning of the season, he's going to get 3 running backs opportunity. And as the season go on, he's going to start limiting down to 2 into 1. So we're going to see. We are going to see. Dylan said he doesn't want to be called a running back. He mentioned that he's a utility player. Yes, Dylan is going to be – I call him all-purpose because he's going to get used all over the field in creative situations. Just get the ball out to him in space and let that man run. That's all I care about. Get him out in space and let him run. Because that's what he going to do, baby. I'm not talking about Auto Fam. I'm just saying walk-ons can travel simple. Walk-ons can travel, but I don't see a lot of them traveling because it's a certain amount of players that it's a requirement they can travel. So, Charlie was getting the ball last year. Charlie was traveling. Charlie was playing as a walk-on, which a lot of people like, he's a walk-on. He shouldn't. He was playing last year. He was on that field last year. Trying to tell you. Third down guys, Dylan. I agree but disagree. And the only reason why, is depends on what's the down and distance for our third down. If it's third and short, I don't think Dylan Edwards is gonna be our I don't think Dylan Edwards is gonna be our third down back. I think it's gonna be Wilkerson or Smoke. If it's medium, I see Dylan Edwards. If it's third and long, I see them going with Wilkerson. Because Wilkerson is our best like back for when it comes to protecting the quarterback for his pass protection. So Dylan's too small for third down guys. Listen, if we're trying to run a screenplay or something like that, I see the point. But if it's short, I don't see him as our third down back. But if we need an explosive play on third down, Dylan Edwards can definitely be out. But also, what y'all gotta keep in mind is we can have Dylan Edwards in the slot and have another running back in the game at the same time. So Dylan Edwards does not have to line up in the backfield. He can line up in the slot. They can move him around for sure. He wanted back. Coach Prime plays the mental side of the ball. But I will say, if Charlie do get in the game, he going to run the heck out that ball. I guarantee you that. He going to lay the wood on somebody. You want somebody big and powerful at that point. Yeah, that's true. If you're talking about, in that situation, if you're talking about you need somebody to go get you 1, 2, 3 yards, you're going to put in a big back. You're going to put in the Savion to Smoke. That's just what you're going to do. If you're talking about, like, you on Hank, I'm not sleeping on Hank. I just don't, like, the rotation where Hank is at is the biggest question. Because I don't see them playing 5 running backs the first game. I do see them, they can play a possible 4 because you at some point, right, they got to figure out how much Alto can take, right? Because everything is going to be predicated on how healthy Alto is, how much of a load can he bury. If Alto can take a good load, we good. But I see our running backs, like on an average, if we had to say our average, they're going to be average between 5 to 10 touches. Like, it's going to be, like, whoever plays in that running back rotation, it's going to be 5 to 10 touches. Because you can't give them, 10 to 12 because now you're taking the wide receivers out, right? The way you're going to 10 to 12 is if they just hitting it and we getting 6 yards a pop or we getting a long touchdown runs or 20 to 40-yard runs. Because guess what? You still got 4 legit wide receivers out there. You got Horn, you got Weaver, you got Hunter, and Antonio. You got to keep them happy too. The thing about it is, the real question comes down to, how are you going to keep everybody happy? That's going to be the real question. How are you going to keep everybody happy? Henderson has way better feet than Smoke, and Wilkerson, quick, more agile, yet also runs through people consistently. It won't be long till folks figure it out. I don't disagree with you, Gearhead. I don't. One thing I'm going to tell you about Savion, he got chemistry with Shedeur. He's got chemistry with Coach Fleet. Shedeur trusts Savion. I'm going to tell you that right now. Not saying he don't trust Henderson in that situation, but if it comes out to pass blocking or some situations of putting certain people in, Shedeur is going to have a say-so on what running back's in the game. I can tell you that much. You can book that. Shedeur Sanders is going to have a say-so on what the personnel is in the game at certain critical times. So you got to keep that in mind. it's nobody's forgetting about Hank. Not saying Hank can't play. I've never said Hank can't play. I like him as a running back. But it's certain things that come with, you got to read between the lines. You got to understand the logistics of how things are going. Shedeur is going to get what he wants because they want Shedeur to be successful. And by Shedeur being successful, things that play in a part of it is personnel. Shedeur, who do you want? Who do you feel most comfortable with? If you see Shedeur talk, he only talks about the guys who's in there playing with him. He never talks about players who are not putting in reps with him. So if you was to go ask Shedeur right now about Hank, you might get an answer of, hey, he's a good player, and leave it at that. You might not get an extensive version. Versus, like, if you had asked him about Savion, he might explain to you, like, hey, I've seen Savion put the work in. I really trust him. I that. And it's going to be a different answer. So Shedeur is going to talk about people that he rock with, people that he's going with, all right? So those are the things that I will always tell you to understand. When it comes to Shedeur Sanders and people that's in the game, if you ain't putting no reps in with Shedeur, you're more than likely you might not be in the game. Just saying. We talk about the running backs. We ain't even talk about the wide receivers. How much PT is all the wide receivers going to get, right? What does that rotation look like? Right? We know the big four, but then after the big four, who's going to be those next 3 or 4 guys that come into the game? Right? You got Hawkins, you got Miller, you got Willie Gaines, you got Dawson, you got Jalen, right? You got Caleb Mathis, right? Those are the next 6 wide receivers in line. So how does that look? Who's gonna get the next reps out of that? So those are the things that we gotta think about. We talk about the running back room so deep. Think about our wide receivers. Like, who's gonna play? How many reps is each person gonna play? Hey Jay, I'm gonna explain here in a second why it is the way it is. Assad, I like Assad. I think Assad might end up redshirting this year. That's why I don't talk about him a lot. I do like Assad a lot. I like him a lot. His route running, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. That's why it's important to keep practicing with your QB outside of regular practice. Hey, that's what I'm saying. If you're not putting in reps with Shedeur on game day, good luck getting into the game. Good luck. You have to pay attention. Who is Shedeur Sanders throwing the ball to? When he's getting his reps in, who is Shedeur Sanders throwing the ball to? That's giving you a glimpse of who's going to play. But aside route running, between him and Caleb Mathis, they got some filthy route running. They got some filthy route running that will put you on your behind. Like, get up and sit you down. They got some route running. I just think Assad is about 1 year away from really being a true playmaker in this offense. They should have went out and got more corners instead of all them safeties. So let's talk about that, right? Because I said I was going to talk about this. They're playing mind games right now. And the reason why I'm saying they're playing mind games, right? If you go get all these corners, how are you going to make room for the elite corners to come in? Think about, it's a recruiting mind game right now. It is a recruiting mind game right now, right? If Coach Prime want the elite corners, he's got to have the room for them. If we go take all these corners, then we're going to have to get rid of somebody to get the elite corners in. Versus we already got the room for them. One thing about Coach Prime, roster construction, he knows that to a T. So I'm not upset that we only got so many, like 6 corners on scholarship. I'm not upset with that. Because become next year, we're going to flip. I'm telling you this right now. We're going to flip some elite corners to Colorado. Now, I think it's just how Coach Kelly operates the defense. Now, Coach Kelly does like a lot of versatility in his DB rooms, right? Quez was a corner that he converted to a safety. He does like the safeties because he coaches safeties. So you can't be mad at we got more safeties. But if you want the elite talent, right, you gotta have some type of room for it. And they're making room not just for 24, but 25. Trust me, all the corners that's on the roster this year, I don't project seeing all of them back next year. I don't. I love Quez as a corner. I think Quez should have stayed a corner and not move to safety. But I also like him in the rover spot because he's going to match up with wide receivers in the slot. So we good there. But to answer your question, right? When we talk about like the cornerback room, the safety room versus wide receivers, I feel like we did a phenomenal job going to get the wide receiver talent. We did a phenomenal job. The question mark was on our DBs, right? Do we have all the pieces that we need? So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Hopkins is going to play. The freshman is going to play. I'm telling you right now, the freshman is going to play. Hopkins and Miller are going to play because our big four can't play the entire game. They can, but they won't do that. They're going to rotate the wide receivers. And I always say this, if you watch Jackson State in like any years in the past, you watch Jackson State, you will see how many wide receivers they rotate. And I would tell you, if you want to get good in with a coach, you better get good in with Coach Legit. Coach Legit, which is Shad, which is he the one that's always talking at the beginning of Well Off Media videos. So if you see like, what the offense, what the defense going to do, that's who always talking. That's who you want to get good in with. What's your schedule like for Saturday? I haven't finalized the yet, Cheryl, and the only reason why is halftime. I'm gonna go like soon as like halftime hit. I'm going live. The after show, I'm probably away by like I might just jump on like as the game finish or 15 minutes. I'm gonna schedule it. So jump on your YouTubes. I'm gonna set the schedule like as soon as the game over for me to go live 5 to 10 minutes. So we can talk. And then pregame is the one I'm holding off on because I might be doing a collab with someone pregame. So that's why I haven't put the time out just yet. But pregame, I'm definitely going to do something. Stay tuned because that pregame show, it might be a collab with another content creator from a Colorado content creator. Who that Colorado content creator is, or it might be multiple, to be determined. Don't you think Caleb will play some on Saturday in Texas? He's from there. Yes. I've always said Caleb's going to play. A lot of people disagree me that Caleb's not going to play. Caleb is going to play in Texas. Sadie West had, he's going to play. it is a hard decision, but I think I'll start Alto. I want to give him opportunity to pick up his first 5 yards. Well, Alto coming off ACL. Alto's gonna play. How many reps he gets during the game is gonna be up to him, but he's gonna play. Bro, Zion, when Caleb come in the game, I'm gonna screenshot. I'm gonna take a picture of it, so you can see number 13 on the field. I'm telling you, Caleb is gonna play, bro. He's gonna play. But listen, halftime show, post game show. When Caleb plays, we're gonna put it in there. We're gonna talk about it. Listen, I'm telling you, Caleb's gonna play. I'm telling you, Caleb is gonna play. All right, that bro, like y'all, all right, just watch. Caleb gonna play. Caleb is gonna play, and I'm not saying like Caleb is gonna play major time, like he gonna get like 15 series. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see Caleb on that field. Caleb not traveling. Oh, y'all crazy now. Y'all tripping now. Y'all is tripping now. Y'all is tripping now. What? Caleb not. What? Caleb is definitely traveling. Caleb is definitely. Bro, what? Caleb is definitely. Come on now. Now you just talking crazy now. You talking crazy now, dog. You talking crazy now, dog. You talking crazy now, dog. Caleb is going to travel. I'm telling you right now, Caleb is going to travel. And the only way Caleb don't travel is if his dad tells him to redshirt. And his dad is a coach at CU. The only way Caleb is not traveling is if his dad tells him to redshirt, which I don't believe is going to happen. Caleb is going to see that field at TCU. And I'm going to screenshot and I'm going to take a picture. Matter of fact, I'm going to make the picture the thumbnail. I'm going to make the picture the thumbnail. So when you see Caleb, I'm going to make it a thumbnail. So you know it's real. So you know it's real. And Caleb does, like, they don't have to redshirt immediately. They can still play in games before they redshirt. So Caleb is definitely traveling. I'm telling you this right now. If you think for one instant that Caleb ain't traveling, hey, you gonna find out. You gonna find out. Coach Prime held Alto back off our camp so he can go off the season. Listen, if you don't need to put mileage on a player during fall camp, you don't do it. Everything that we're doing to prepare right now for TCU, first team is out there, second team is out there. We getting ready. Whoa. We're not doing we're not doing Caleb slander. We ain't doing that, dog. We ain't doing that, dog. Because one thing I can tell you about one thing. If Caleb get out there, I guarantee you Shadour's going to try to make a way to get the ball to Caleb. I promise you that. Caleb route running is immaculate. Caleb can get open. And he's going to make some plays. But Caleb's going to travel. Y'all going to have to stop slandering my boy now. Do I need to be like Cheryl and keep them and start screenshotting these names? So when he play, y'all see that boy? Come on. All right. So this is what we're not going to do. This comparison game, we're not going to do this. Hopkins and Miller, right? What position does Hopkins and Miller play? What does Caleb play? Y'all got to understand, like, who some of these people coming in for. It's not about, all right. So mind you, all right. So Here's the 2 slots for Colorado. Travis and Jimmy. When Travis and Jimmy come out, who's replacing them? Right? The rotation for them is Ellis, Willie, Dawson, and Caleb. Those are the 4 people. That's the slot. So they got 6 players in the slot. All right? The outside receivers, Javon Antonio, Weaver, Hopkins, and Miller. Those are the outside receivers. I love Assad. Assad was there, just like Caleb was there in the spring. Who started? Caleb started. Caleb and Shedeur has a connection. Like, they've been knowing each other since they was yay high. All right. I'm just gonna let everything speak. Listen, I am not saying that Caleb is going to play all these plays. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is Caleb is going to get some reps at wide receiver. He's going to get some reps. Because just think about it, right? The way y'all talk about Caleb, y'all was just talking about Willie Gaines, how Willie Gaines ain't going to play. And I told y'all he was going to play. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all was just talking about this with Willie Gaines. And I told y'all, Willie Gaines is going to play. So we just got to look at things that who plays what and where they playing at. Nah, dog, to what? All right. Okay. Yes, Willie Gaines before Caleb. Anybody with common sense know that. Yes. Yes. Rob, you're talking about Caleb starting the spring game like that roster was any good. Listen, all right. All right, keep it real, Denver sports talk. People were saying Willie Gaines wasn't playing. And I had to tell people Willie Gaines was playing. People were really saying Willie Gaines wasn't playing. And I had to tell them Willie Gaines is playing. All I'm saying is Caleb is going to get some reps. How many reps he get, I don't know. I'm not going to say, hey, this man is going to get 15, 20 reps in the game. I'm just saying Caleb going to play. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Caleb going to play. Don't know where he's going to play. That's all I'm telling you. But there was people saying that Willie Gaines wasn't going to play, and I was looking at them like, what are you talking about? What in your right mind tells you that Willie Gaines ain't going to play? They got too much dogs ahead of him for Caleb to see that field. Okay. Mac, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I do not know. I'm trying to figure out the same thing, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, Mac. I'm trying to figure out the same thing, man. Hey, listen. It's like I look at this like right now. Hey, listen. If y'all think, all right, so check this out. If y'all don't think Caleb gonna play this year, and y'all saying next year, do y'all realize who y'all coming in next year? Do y'all realize who y'all coming in next year? Nah. We finna have some flat out studs coming in at the wide receiver position next year. So if y'all don't like Caleb this year, I can only imagine what next year finna look like. I don't know why y'all dissing my boy. I'm just telling you, man. Caleb gonna play. Caleb gonna travel. Hey, if Caleb don't travel, Caleb don't play, I'll be the first person to come out here and admit, hey, you guys was right. You guys was right. Hey, Aaron Butler is that guy. He's that guy. I cannot wait to see him. He said, hey, put me in that bed too. Hey, Matt, one thing you know about me, if I say something, I'll put my money where my mouth is. That's one thing about me. I will do it. All right, Jonas. All right, Jonas. Hey, Miss Cheryl C. I see what it is and how you felt about Bentley yesterday. I see how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is. How Caleb not playing a USC throw to like 8 receivers that. Hey, Big LT, man, let them keep sleeping, man. Let them keep sleeping, man. Everybody's sleeping on my guy, man. Everybody's sleeping on Caleb, dog. You gotta, like, what people don't understand is how many actual wide receivers play in a game. You might get up to 10 wide receivers playing a game. You might get 8 to 9 of them catch a ball. Anything is possible. I'm not dissing Caleb. He may be odd one left out of the depth. All right. They're going to take 10 wide receivers. They're going to take 10 wide receivers. I'm telling you right now. They're going to take 10 wide receivers. Maybe 6. Ain't no way in heck they taking 6 wide receivers. What? What? Ain't no way they taking 6 wide receivers. Not with Travis Hunter playing both ways. Y'all, hey, now y'all talking foolery now. Y'all talking some foolery right now, dog. Y'all talking some foolery right now, dog. I ain't seen not one college in my life take 6 wide receivers. The man said they taking 6 wide receivers. Dog, come on, dog. Bro, you got at the minimum, you got to go 2 deep, right? So at the minimum, that's 8 wide receivers. At the minimum, that's 8 wide receivers. Cause you got your 4 and you gotta have 4 just in case any injuries, anything happens. So you gotta have at least 8 wide receivers. Now you take into equate injury. So if anything happens to an injury, you're gonna have to take at least 2 more players. So that's 10 right there. That's what I'm telling you. They're gonna take 10 players. They're gonna take 10 wide receivers. I'm telling you. You gotta understand how this works, bro. Like 10 wide receivers are gonna travel. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have your first team, your second team, and then you gotta have 2 backups. All the tight ends are not traveling. I'm telling you, all the tight ends are not traveling. They're not gonna even use, like, Sean Lewis is not a big, heavy tight end offense. So all the tight ends are not even going. I'll be surprised if they take 3 tight ends. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. All right. Y'all keep sleeping on Caleb, man. I'm telling you right now. When that man get out there, I'm screenshotting. Hey, listen. I'm only taking, if it's me, I'm only taking 3. You can't just take 2, right? Because one of them going to be out there on the field. You got his bag up, and then you always got to prepare for an injury. So you're going to take 3. That's just logics. All these 6 wide receivers is playing. Come on, countdown. Come on, countdown. We ain't doing that, dog. We ain't doing that, dog. They're going to have to play more than 6 wide receivers. They're going to have to. They're going to have to play 6 wide. Like, listen. I'm like, they're going to take 10 wide receivers. They're going to play more than 6 wide receivers. I'm telling you this. Maybe later on today, I legit need to do a position breakdown. How many spots actually go with these 71? I might just have to do that. So we can get this right and right in order, family. We can get this right. So listen, matter of fact, we can do it right now. USC played 8, bro. Actually, no. USC played 10 wide receivers. They actually played 10 wide receivers. Against San Jose State, USC played 10 wide receivers. And they rotated 8 of them. At one time, they was rotating 8 of them. Because guess what? Mario didn't play a lot. They didn't play the transfer number 15 a lot. 16 came off the bench, who got the longest touchdown. He came off the bench. They went 4 wide receivers a lot, and they rotated 4 wide receivers in and out. Number 2 came off the bench. Bro, I can name, like, USC played 10. They played 10 wide receivers in the game. Like, go look at the, if you go watch USC don't play 10 wide receivers. It's normal. 8 of them, yes. 10 of them played, but only 8 of them played like the first half. The second half, when they start blowing them out, that's when they played the other 2 more. But 10 of them played. I don't care if it's a blowout. I'm just letting you know that 10 wide receivers is going. That's what I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know they can play 10 wide receivers in the game. I don't care if it's a blowout. You're stating a fact, but then I'm telling you the evidence to show that 10 wide receivers can play. Just saying. When we talk about stuff, hey, explain why. Because I'm gonna break the why down to you. That's all. But if we want to go roster, right? I'm saying they taking, all right, so let's do this, right? I just need somebody to keep the number. So I got 10 wide receivers going, all right? I got 12 DBs going. So six corners and 6 safeties. So that's 12. So that's 22 players right there. All right? Running backs. I'm going to say 4 running backs. I know this. This is why we're doing a roster breakdown right now of how many people going to go. I'm giving you the roster breakdown right now, which I asked for. I'm just giving it to you. I'm up 22 players right now between the wide receivers and the DBs. All right? Just keep the number track. That's all I need you to do. Just put the number in the chat as I break this down so we can make sure that we got the accurate number. All right? 22. 10 wide receivers, 12 DBs. Okay? That's 22. All right? We're going to go running backs. I got 4. So that's 26. Quarterbacks. So we know Shadour's going, right? We know a backup got to go. We got to have at least 3. All right? So you add 3 on that. That's 29. All right? Tight ends. Only got 3 going. Okay? We only got 3 tight ends going. So what's that? 32? 29, 30, yeah, 32. So we're 32. Now we get to the offensive lineman. Okay? So we got our 5 starters. So we know 5 is there. We're going to go at least 2 deep. So that's 10. Now we have 42. All right? We're at 42. Defensive line. We know we got to have 4 because we got 4 starters. If we go another 4, that's 8. Plus 2 injuries, that's 10. So now we have 52. We have 52 with 19 roster spots left. Now let's get to linebackers. We know we got 2 starting, we got 2 backups, and we're going to take 2 more reserves. That's 6. So that's 58. So where am I tripping at? I just named you 58. And we can take 71. I just named you 58 players that's going. And I haven't got the special teams. That's 58 players right there. If we break down the roster, that's 58 players. All right? So we can take 10 wide receivers. All right? So now we're going to have 2 kickers and a punter. So that's 3. So that gets us to 61. So that means we got 10 more players. They're going to take 2 long snappers, more than likely. So a long snapper for the punts and the long snapper that's do field goals. So we taking on 5 special teams. So 58 plus 5, 63, right? So we up to 63. Okay? So that, how many roster spots did that leave from the 71? And that's with all the special teams, right? The long snapper, the 2 kickers, and the punter. 5 special teams. The other 8 spots that's going to be left, right? No, I'm tripping. We had 63. Yeah, we had 8. So we got 8 roster spots left to travel. The rest of the 8 is going to be special team people. So that could be 2 more running backs if we wanted to. That could be 2 more running backs, or that could be 2 more DBs, or that could be 2 more linemen, right? So you can go 2 more 2 more defense, 2 more offensive linemen, 2 more defensive linemen. You can go 2 more running backs, which is 6. Will leave you 2 more spots, and you go 2 more linebackers. I'm just breaking it down. Y'all keep saying 71. But I just gave you a pure roster breakdown of how it can work. So, okay, you got 5. Okay, so if you add 5 running backs, right? You got 10 wide receivers, 12 DBs, 5 running backs, 3 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, 10 offensive linemen, 10 defensive linemen, 5 special teams. Jonas, why would you take away 2 wide receivers? You get 71. You get to travel with 71 players. So what's the point of taking away 2 wide receivers? It don't make sense. It literally don't make sense. What are you gonna place the 2 wide receivers with? Hey, sure. They started with me. They just asked me, how can you take 10 wide receivers? That's how this whole conversation got started. Because about the 10 wide receivers, because I had Caleb traveling, and they trying to break. And somebody asked me, you can only take 71. We need a roster breakdown. I just gave you a roster breakdown of how this goes. That's all I'm saying, man. I just gave you a roster breakdown. That's all. You don't need 10 wide receivers when wide receivers is your strongest position on the team, bro. I didn't say you need 10 wide receivers. I just told you how many was going. That's the difference. I actually sitting here, use my fingers to add and wondering why I have no fingers. Mac, bro, you hilarious, man. You're hilarious. Oh, you hilarious. Man, listen, man. Hey, when y'all be coming up with excuses, man, it be hilarious, man. It be super hilarious, man. Hey, I'm doing a roster breakdown. But when they actually come out with the depth chart, you're going to see the roster breakdown, and you're going to understand the 71 breakdown, and it all makes sense to you. I promise you. You need as much first class as you have to run fast-paced offense. Hey, Big LT, they don't understand that, man. It's not adding their head why we need 10 wide receivers. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, y'all gonna find out before Saturday. Y'all are gonna find out before Saturday. The actual true depth chart will definitely be released on Saturday, but you guys are gonna find out the answer before Saturday. But I appreciate you guys for hopping on, man. It's been an amazing show. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, because when the weekend gets here, it will be subscribers only comments. So that means if you're not a subscriber, you will not be able to comment on the page. So you might want to make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when I go live, you know it's going down. Whether they don't have enough with 10 hours, whether or not, man, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you want to donate to the channel, you're always welcome to. The donate to the channel is in the description. But if you're not reading the description, it is Cash App $Rob the Man 10. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's been real, people. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another live, and I'll see you guys soon.